Hi friends, Stacy Robertson, founder of Tea Market, and today I want to talk to you about infusers. All of the different ways that we can make tea. There are frequently asked questions at Tea Market, and by people who are brand new to tea, they come in and often they're looking for something they can't always quite think of the name of. Sometimes they do this, and what they're referring to is a tea ball. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you have tea balls around your house? And sometimes they're very confused when they come into a tea shop, especially the caliber of Tea Market, and they like, what do you mean you don't have tea balls? And I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean and why. But first I'm going to show you something. This is a tea ball. I have a collection of antique tea balls. Now, I do not use them to make tea, but I do think that they are fun. Here is the problem. You're going to put tea inside of this. So, all right, how do we get the tea in there? Okay, well, it's kind of in there. You see how it's sort of hanging out here and there? All right, I'm going to put this little thing. Oh, I've already got 2 leaves in the cup. And you see those infomercials where they're like, are you tired of trying to chop lettuce with the wrong thing? Stop the madness. That is how I feel about these crazy tea balls. Because the problem is, it's hard to get the tea to stay in them. They don't make good tea. And the reason they don't make good tea is because the only thing that transforms hot water into tea is for every leaf to become completely saturated and have room to release its flavor and goodness into the water, and so that you can really, really enjoy everything that the tea master intended. Man, you can go get some lackluster tea and you can figure out a way to pour water on it and make it turn a color and drink it, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're using the best tea there is, and we want to make that perfect cup. And having the right tool for the job is exactly how you do that. All right, so here's our little fun example. Now I'm gonna clean this thing, right? How do I get all this tea out? Okay, well, that's no fun. Okay, so moving on, we can do better. I want to show you some wonderful examples, but this is beautiful. Who loves jade oolong? I love jade oolong. Jade oolong is a beautiful green oolong, and it is in these tightly wound nuggets. This is a nugget style oolong. They actually take the tea leaves and roll them, and then they're into a big ball, and then they roll the whole ball, and that's what creates these irregular shaped nuggets, and they're just gorgeous. This is one of those tea leaves steeped completely out. Look at these giant leaves in the stem. Can you imagine that ever happening in one of these silly spoons? That's why we don't use those. What can we do instead? I'm so glad you asked. For starters, we have wonderful infusers. It's important to get the size infuser right for the cup that you like to drink from. So if you like to drink from a little smaller cup, like the one I was playing with, this is a very popular infuser. It's completely stainless steel. It comes with a little porcelain dish, and look how wonderfully it fits right inside that cup. So if you like to drink out of a smaller cup, this is a perfect solution and a great idea. And I love when we have an elegant place to set an infuser, because when these come out, guess what? They're hot and they're dripping. So to have a perfect place to set that is exactly what we need. So that is a great one. Another thing to keep in mind with infusers and infusing is that while many teas are going to infuse and become quite large, we have lots of blends, particularly herbal blends, that have what I like to refer to as small particulate matter. This is our ever popular and wonderful turmeric and ginger. This is one that has really small particles in it because it contains ginger, which is just a spice. This is a wonderful infuser. This stainless steel, and this is that same stainless steel mesh that they make some coffee filters out of as well. So it is super fine, and you are not going to get anything floating around in your tea when you use that. So you want to use a spoonful for each 8 ounces that you're making. So I'm going to use about 2 spoonfuls there. So watch as we put this inside. Now, even though we have practically some turmeric, ground turmeric spice, which is really, really super fine. You see how we're not getting anything that we don't want floating around in our tea, and then you let it steep for the proper length of time, and then when it's ready, this particular infuser, all of our infusers work exactly the same way. They have a lid to keep it warm while it steeps, so any cup that you have becomes an infusing mug with the right infuser, and then when it's steeped for the proper length of time, remember, we're not making any old cup of tea, we're making a perfect cup of tea, and this is how you do it. Then we're able to remove this, set it right inside its upturned infuser, which becomes a saucer, while you enjoy the perfect tea. So these are a great way. All kinds of infusers. So think about the different ways that you like to use tea. This is a double wall insulated cup that you could take on the go, and these just went on sale. They're only $15 a piece now, so you should get them while we have them. This little infuser fits right inside that guy, and that's one of the things that I love to do when I'm on the go. Usually I wait till I'm having my third steeping of my beloved dragon well, and then pop the lid on and away ahead out the door. All kinds of great infusers. If you like a little larger cup, this one is very popular as well. This is our stainless steel infuser, and you would set that right inside. Look, this is a great big cup. That will last you a little while. And many of, this is Nilgiri. Nilgiri is a black tea from the southern region of India, and it will really, you know, they swell up basically. So what's happening is the tea is returning to exactly what was picked in the field, into that shape and into that size. And so we want to have something to brew our tea in that accommodates that, because the only thing that transforms hot water into tea is for every leaf to be able to do its dance in the water and release all that yummy flavor and all those wonderful health benefits into the water. So this is also a great way to go. Comes with a lid, sits on top while you steep, which also becomes an infuser. So I hope that helps you understand why we don't do tea balls. And if you're on the go, tea pockets. These are wonderful. These are compostable, and you can simply spoon any tea. These are great for herbals that have that really small particulate matter as well. Put them right inside. Flip them over like this, just like we did lunch bags when I was a kid. Put it right inside your favorite cup or mug. Pour the water over. These are great to take your tea with you on the go. I always have one of these made up in my purse, so if I'm out and about in the world, all I have to do is score some hot water and I can instantly make my perfect cup of tea for myself. Now you're going to want to watch this. This is for a cup. This wouldn't allow enough expansion if you want to put these in a pot. Speaking of pots, we have all kinds of wonderful pots with infusers as well. The same idea. Isn't that lovely? This one is really great because it allows you, the infuser is in the lid. This is a great little pitcher that you can use for a variety of different things as well. Throw your tea right inside here, pour your water over, and then it strains the leaves as you pour. One of the ways that we like to really, the very best way is to do it absolutely loose in the pot. When we make, if you've not had a drink at Tea Bar, come on in and let us make you one. We love to make you get your tea going while you shop and smell and look at all the beautiful things we have and all the teas, and get that ready for you while you're in the shop. So this is called a Timolina. This is wonderful for large leaf teas, any tea, because it's going to brew completely loose. And that way it has, oops, I'm out of water. Let's see. You get the idea. So this is going to steep completely loose right inside here for the length of time that we like to steep it. And don't ever worry about these things. We put that water temperature and that steeping time right on the tea when you purchase it, so you know exactly what we're doing. And then when it's steeped, are you ready? Here's the magic. The brewed tea simply drains away from the tea leaves. This is perfect for teas that you're going to reinfuse. This particular tea is an oolong called Baojang, and this is one I would steep up to 4 times. So I hope that helps you select the perfect way to make tea for you. We have all these infusers in stock, and we can help you, talk to you about the style of teas that you like to drink, the size of cup that you like to drink from, and help you find the perfect one for you. We also have a wide selection of beautiful infusing cups, cups that have infusers and everything that you need all together, as well as pots with infusers inside as well. All right, so no more tea balls, all right? Come in and let us help you find the way that's perfect for you to make your perfect cup of tea. Thank you.